But this was just a part of that reprobated mind, that abominable lifestyle. Because everybody wants to use this just to beat up on individuals who practice that type of lifestyle. But look what it says in this verse again. Men with men working that which is what? Unsealing and receiving in them the recompense of the errors which was met. Look at verse 28. And when they did not like to what? Retain God in their knowledge, what did he do? God gave them over to a reprobated mind to do things which are not what? Convenient. Now look at all the stuff that they're doing. Being filled with what? All unrighteousness. Look at the stuff. Fornication means having sex when you're not married. Wickedness, it means any kind of form of evil or wickedness. Covetousness, it means desiring and wanting what someone else has. Maliciousness, we got a lot of malicious people who do things, in malicious acts of different individual people in a very deviant and very destructive type of way. So look at it. Full of envy. Don't we got people that envy what other people have? Envious of what somebody else has. Murderers. And we got people murdering right now. Killing, whether you murder somebody with your mouth or whether you physically committing the act of taking a person's life. Look what it says. Debate, deceit, malignity, whispers. Look, let's keep reading. Backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, pride, boasters, inventors of evil, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affections, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, they which what? Commit such things are not worth, or they are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that what? Do them. So that covers what? Just about everything. It covers sin. And what we see going on in this time is the foundation of righteousness is being what? Removed. In the time that we're living in right now. And these are the different things that the Bible said that God would give them over to if they continually to willfully practice these particular things. When we refuse to reverence and honor God and His righteousness, His standards that He has established for His children, creation, to live by for the good of their existence, it is God that established the standard of what is right and wrong, what is good and what is evil. Now notice that in the beginning of creation, He established the laws and commands with Adam and Eve in the garden when God commanded them not to eat of what? Of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But just like Adam and Eve, they disobeyed God's righteous standards and it opened the door for sin, death, and destruction, and the powers of darkness to rule over them, and all that God had given them dominion over the earth. Righteousness is the pathway to God. It puts us in right standing with Him, and His supernatural providence, His blessing of protection. Jesus said in Matthew 6:33 to His disciples, He gave them the keys to accessing all of the King of Kings' wills in heaven to be manifested. He taught them to seek ye first the what? The kingdom of God and His righteousness. What did He say? And all these things shall be added. We cannot seek the King's favor and providence and blessing if we're not in right standing with Him. If we refuse to live righteous, refuse to heed His counsel and obey His word, then how are we expecting us to be blessed from God? Many people in this nation believe they can practice sin willfully to turn to God because the old saying we're hearing more and more is God loves me. Yeah. And you can't judge me for living a sinful lifestyle. Ain't that something? But we have a court system set up in our judicial system that says if you steal or kill, someone commits some kind of lawless act, you will stand before the court of law and be judged. Ain't that something? Ain't that crazy? You confront people about things that are immoral and sin and ungodly and unrighteous. And the first thing they always come out their mouth is, you judge me. Ain't that stupid? But go down the street breaking their store down there and steal something out their store that's a sinful, lawless act. And guess what? They're going to stand, you're going to stand before a court of law and you're going to be what? Judged for your lawless act. You hear that all the time. You can't judge me. God loves me. We do that all the time, don't we? And how do you know that these laws that they got came from the Bible? The Bible says that our that our circuit court, federal courts use to swear by under oath is the same Bible that says thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery. And these are the laws that God established for the well-being of humanity, for the sanctity of marriage, for the protection of human life. People are judged and sentenced every day for committing lawless and ungodly acts. But the minute you tell a person fornication is wrong, pornography is wrong, adultery is wrong, nudity, profanity, drug addiction is wrong, or being, in the wrong type of lifestyle, you hear the big defense. The fight is on, and the big defense you hear is you can't judge it. Guess what? God has already judged all of us, no matter what sin we choose to practice, and all humanity will what answer to Him. Don't you know that? You may get away with it down here, but you're not going to get away with it when you stand before God. You may have folks sit here and testify and compromise with you about the sinful lifestyle you live. But guess what? You're not going to be able to stand before God and lie. Because all of us are going to stand before God one day and give an account for the life that we live. Whether you live a life of sin and disobedience and rebellion before God, or you live a life that was holy and righteous, the choice what? You. God is the one who gave man the authority to exercise justice against evil in the world. The Bible says in the book of Romans, the 13th chapter, that all authority is ordained what? By God. That police officer is ordained by God. That judge that's sitting on that bench has been put in that position because God has put him in a position to execute judgment if we violate what? The law. Just look at Romans 13:1. I'm going to show that and I'm going to close out. This is the last one. You can't judge me. You've already been judged. Romans 13 chapter verse 1 says what? That every soul be what? Subject to unto what? The higher powers. For there is no power but of what? The God. And the powers that be ordained are ordained of what? Wherefore, therefore, resist the powers, resist the ordinances of God, and they that resist shall what? Receive themselves what? Damnation. Look at verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to what? To the evil. Wilt thou not then be afraid of the powers? Do that which is good, and thou shalt what? Have praise of the same. For he is the minister what? Of God for the good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not what? The sword in vain. For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that what? Do evil. Ain't that something? But the first thing we say when we begin to preach the word of God and tell people that the lifestyle you're living is a sinful lifestyle, the first thing is that you judging me. You hear it all the time. God loves me.
You're doing the right.
It's righteous judgment. That's right. It's a difference between when you condemn somebody. Condemnation means that there is no way of you being of change. There's no escape from the judgment or the punishment you have. But how many know that Christ came to pay the price so that we wouldn't have to pay the price? He came what? To give man what? The remedy or the answer to the sinful condition and state that Adam brought us all in. He came to set us free. He came to give us what? Life instead of death. And so we have to realize that the standard of foundation has been removed. That's why we see the hedge of protection coming down in our nation. I pray everybody receive something today. I'm going to end right here because I don't want to wear nobody out today. It's a long word. But I pray everybody receive something today. God is calling us as believers what? To be gap standers. To stand in the gap. In the time that we're living in right now today. Praise the Lord. You want to come?
Praise the Lord, saints. It's certain to have enjoyed the word. The Bible says you shall do what? Know the truth. And And what the truth will do? The truth will make you free. And whom the Son set free, what is he? He's free indeed. Lift your hand up, so we want to be free. We are free in here. Amen. We thank God for the word. Very well put there. You preach the time, the sign of the time that we are in now. Amen. If you've been thinking a lot of stuff going on, watch your TV. Watch what's going on. Did anybody hear Donald Trump speak the other night? Maybe not, because most people don't like what he's saying. But the man said something that makes sense. They're going to have the Democratic Party on tomorrow night. And politics is, well, I don't follow politics because nobody really followed what he said. But anyway, we live in a country where we're dealing with politics and different stuff that's going on and stuff that's being said, and you need to take notice of what time we live in. They took prayer out of school. When I was a child in school, what you had, first time you come in school, all that had been in school, your teacher would call a devotion. Y'all remember that? You had devotion in the school, and you would read the scriptures, sing some songs, and it was good. You didn't have folks shooting in school. You didn't have all this violence. But here come a woman by the name of Maria O'Hara. She demonstrated, and she won over the churches and everybody, and they took prayer out of the school. And that was the worst thing that they could ever done. And ever since that, this country been going down. And the Bible said, man, should do what? Always pray. The Bible said that man should always pray and what? Not defend. In this country, schools is doing everything because they want to take God out of the school. They say they don't have the church in the school. That don't have nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with church. Everybody should pray. Don't you pray in the morning? Some of you pray. I pray every day. I say a prayer before I even eat my meal every day. I thank God for the food that He has put on our table. Amen? And I'm just going to tell you, we always do that. And I want you to do it. Thank God for it. And you don't take for granted. You see folks eating out of garbage cans. That could be you. God, you're blessed. And what Gil was talking about is the things that you see happening, they're in the book. You just read it out of Romans. I mean, it ain't something like somebody made up. That's in the book. He said people did so much they turned over to a reprobated mind. You know how this country, the Constitution is running, this country is one nation, under God, indivisible and liberty for all. We were supposed to be a united state. And yet we, other people, been discriminated, and kicked back, and everything going on. You know, I hate to see the young black boys shooting up the police. But you know what they're doing? They've been profiled. If you ever go to any municipality around St. Louis, just go in there if you got a traffic violation. Anyone, all over this area, you go in there and you look in the courtroom, 90% of the people in there paying tickets are black young men and women. You ever notice that? I noticed. I went to pay a ticket one time for something. And man, it wasn't hardly 2 white people in there. Now, you know all the black folks ain't violated. He was profiled. So the young men have got tired of that. And they retaliated and shooting the police. And I don't advocate nobody go out and take somebody else's life. I don't do that. But that's what brought on the situation we got in this country now. That's what brought on the situation in Ferguson. You had a community out there and they had a little white police department. over nothing but black people. Does that make any sort of sense? And no wonder the black folks are mad. I don't say go around killing each other. Let us seek God for our young folks, for our communities. You can be in your house at night, you hear gunshots. It's like you're in a war zone. Do y'all ever hear it? It's there, isn't that right, Robert? We had a shooting right here on Pendleton just a couple, 3 weeks ago. People are killing. Every day you turn your TV on, young men got shot. Police got shot at.